Hi, my name is Reverend Amanda Henderson, and I'm the Executive Director of the Interfaith Alliance of Colorado. Interfaith dialogue is a part of everyday life. People might think that interfaith dialogue requires going somewhere special and having this big intentional effort, but the reality is that most of us, especially in the United States, have interfaith dialogue every time we step out the door and go to the grocery store or go to our children's school, because we're constantly interacting with people who are different than us and people who believe and see the world and understand God different than we each do personally. So spaces where we are intentionally engaging in interfaith dialogue can open us up and create a deeper understanding of ourselves and our own beliefs and ideas, as well as an openness and a sense of curiosity and wonder to each and every person that we meet along our daily path. I tell people frequently that it is through interfaith dialogue that I came to understand my own Christian tradition in the deepest way. That it was when I was in seminary studying to be a pastor that I participated in an interfaith seminarians retreat. So I was gathered in the mountains with people who were studying to be Catholic priests and Protestant pastors and imams and rabbis, and we all gathered and spent about 4 days sharing our stories and sharing what was important to each of us within our own tradition. And through sharing with them about my Christian faith, I actually came to understand my own faith in deeper ways and came to see the traditions that I've grown up in come alive, actually, through sharing them. And I also started to understand other people's traditions and the beauty and the connections and the overlaps, as well as what makes each one unique through that experience of that Interfaith Seminarians retreat. There was one specific situation during that retreat. I grew up in a Christian tradition with an open communion table, which means that the practice of communion for us is all are welcome. We don't have rules or the hoops that people have to jump through in order to participate in the unity of Christ through sharing in the bread and the cup. And for me, I always thought, oh, all are welcome, come to the communion table as a welcome thing. And it was actually when a rabbi said, you know, it actually doesn't feel welcome to me when you want me to take your communion, because you're not honoring the particularity of my own tradition, that for me to participate in your communion service, it would actually be a violation of my own personal beliefs and what's precious to me about my religious background. And it was like a light bulb went off that, oh, actually being welcoming and honoring means honoring our differences and not expecting everyone to want to participate in my tradition.